Child, obviously Monique has not learned her lesson. Obviously, Monique is obviously she still hasn't come to terms with how her season, her last season, might I add, on Real Housewives of Potomac ended. Now listen, y'all. Now, first let me say this. Do I think that Candiace is scotch-free in the whole Monique and Candiace thing? No, I don't. I 100% understand what y'all mean when y'all tell me that, if you say drag me, you shouldn't get mad when you get dragged. Understandable. But the funny thing about that is y'all are giving a whole different reason than Monique is as to why she fought. Even though Monique did a song saying that she did do the dragging of Candiace because she asked for it. You asked and I gave it to you. Actually, Monique, you know what? I'm gonna do you one better. I'm gonna look up your song Drag Queens, and we're gonna read the lyrics before we get into this article about you that you did an interview with. It's like, y'all want to get into the drag queen lyrics real quick? Let's get into that because I think Monique probably has short-term memory loss. She might have forgotten. All right, but let's get it. Okay, so I'm about to share my screen, y'all. Okay, hey, good morning, everybody. Monique, I don't know if y'all noticed, but Monique took a break from abusing Chris, allegedly. Y'all know she like to trash talk that nigga. Like one thing Monique gonna do is talk to Chris bad. One thing Monique gonna do is make Chris and his man breast feel very uncertain about their position in the marriage. If y'all ever saw Love and Marriage DC, baby, Monique was punking the hell out of Chris every episode. It was like she was like, "Shut up, Chris," and then here come Chris. Well, my wife told me to be quiet, so I'm going to shut my fat ass up and protect my marriage. It was very much like that. Him having to shrink himself, and Chris is a big ass man, so for him to shrink himself, that takes a lot. Okay, but let me share my screen, y'all. Okay, because Monique is lying once again on Wendy, not on Wendy, but on Candiace. But here's the lyrics. All right, y'all want to read with me? Come on, sit down. I know some of y'all at work. I work corporate, so I ain't got to work today. But let's get it popping. So she says, and this is a track by what Hazel, aka Monique Samuels. Child. She says, I was born ready, but I'm never done. Try on 10 looks just to find right one. Melanin popping, bright like the sun. Sun-kissed, and you wish you can compare, hun. Be careful what you wish. Don't you dare, hun. Try to warn you. See, the message wasn't clear, hun. I am a woman of my word, 'cause I'm fair, hun. Give you what you asked for, 'cause I care, hun. Now you feel me, now you see me. Exaggerate the eyes, feeling real pretty, really pretty. Jeff on the beat, sipping, so I'm litty. Monique, you need to be ashamed of yourself for this bullshit. Anyway, call my crew, tell them meet if you ain't busy. Now they tripping, but they will miss me. Diamonds dripping, nails done, looking real glitzy. Long legs, long hair, looking real prissy. We at the spot now. It's time to get real tipsy. Now, bruh, Monique. Anyway, but this is what I'm talking about right here, though. This is what I'm talking about right here. Be careful what you wish. Don't you dare, hun. Try to warn you. See, the message wasn't clear, hun. I am a woman of my word because I'm fair, hun. Gave you what you asked for because I care, hun. Monique, so you're literally saying that you hit this woman and beat her over the head because she asked for it, which she did say, drag me, Monique. I'll give you that. But my thing is this. Why, therefore, now are you trying to make it seem that Candiace hit you in the face with a glass and then you proceeded to beat her ass? See how I put a bar in there, Monique? That's how you do it. That's how, bitch, that's how you do it. See how easy that came out. We ain't got to rhyme the same word over and over again at the end of the sentence. See, baby, these are bars. Okay, I'm giving you bars. All right, but that's all I'm trying to say, Monique. Like, how can you sit here in good conscience and say that this woman hit you with a glass and that is what caused you to assault her, rather than you just saying, I didn't like her. She asked me to drag her, so I did that, and that's on period. You made a song about it. But now because you want to come across as the victim because your fans are trying to make you the victim, you're trying to rewrite the story once again, even though you already made a song about it, even though you already cried to your pastor and said that she didn't deserve that. And see, a woman who hit me in the face with a glass deserved to get her ass beat. But you were in front of your pastor saying that Candiace didn't deserve that. But now you're saying that she hit you in the face with a glass and you are defending yourself. Monique, go to hell. Go to hell, Monique. Go what are we doing here? But anyway, y'all, I'm gonna share the screen and we're gonna read what Monique had to say. This is via reality blurb. I love that word, blurb. Anyway, child, I'm trying to tell y'all, Monique. If Monique really want to know how to rap, you better come into your boy. You see, I was just spitting. I spit real good. You see, like that was easy for me. That wasn't nothing. Okay, listen. I give you a hip, a hop, a hippie to the hip hop. You don't stop the boogie to the bang, boogie to up, the boogie to the boogie, but the boogie to be. Look, what y'all know about that shit? What y'all know? Okay, what y'all know about that? Ravine says, see, this is why we shouldn't compare these incidents to different situations. No, it's the same situation. It's just reverse. See, Monique was Mia in this situation, and Wendy is Candiace. That's the difference. But it's a very similar situation, nonetheless. But that's all I have to say about that. But okay, let me go here. No, I don't want no updates. No, thank you. I'll get rid of this too. All right, reality blurb. Don't be throwing these ads at me. Make me not want to do this. So reality blurb states, it says, on the dramatic episode of Real Housewives of Potomac, Mia Thornton threw her drink at a castmate, Wendy Osefo, who seemingly made insinuations about Mia's marriage. The altercation occurred after Mia called out Wendy over business dealings with Peter Thomas. After the incident, Giselle Bryant and Robin Dixon suggested Wendy was an antagonizer. In response, Wendy pointed out to Giselle and Robin's hypocrisy. They'd previously condemned Monique Samuels for her physical altercation with Candiace Dillard Bassett. Speaking with the Neighborhood Talk, Monique shared her thoughts on the recent drama. This is what Monique had to say, you guys. Let me zoom in so we can all see real good, okay? All right, let's zoom in. Let me zoom in because I don't want y'all to miss any of these words, okay? So she says, I don't know the entire story, but I applaud Wendy for not getting physical as I did after I was hit in the face with a glass, said the alum, doubling down on her assertion that Candiace started the past fight. Wendy had every reason to defend herself after being splashed in the face and then apparently hit with the purse, and she chose to use her words instead. Monique continued, one thing Wendy said to me back then at Karen's home was she would never get physical and she would use her words. Clearly, she lived up to that statement in this moment. I told her at the season 5 reunion, she and her family would be next. The hate with some of these women is not for the camera. They're real life miserable. One thing Wendy should understand is that it's not about her actions or lack thereof. She could have sat there quietly and they still would have found a reason to ice her out. The same ladies who told me words or even antagonizing someone is not grounds for getting physical are defending a person who got physical over Peter Thomas. LOL, just wow, she added. Monique, Monique, Monique. First, let's say this. Let's say this. Let's all remember that you were also trying to get Wendy dragged for not, accepting your BS. You claim that she was like, being unfair towards you. Now you're trying to use her as some type of, oh, go girl, oh, you do this. But just a few seasons ago, you were like dragging her for not being on your side because she was on the side of right. Now you want to talk about icing people out, but you literally stated on camera, on mic, that you were trying to ice Candiace out, and then you ended up getting iced out yourself. All right. I want you to know, Monique, you're not a victim. You're not. You started that fight. And I don't care what none of y'all have to say. I don't care what none of y'all have to say. Candiace came to season 5 ready to rebuild her friendship with Monique, but Monique did not want that. Monique continuously started arguments with Candiace over and over and over and over again. Candiace continuously apologized, and it never was good enough because Monique wanted to be in good with the green-eyed bandits, just like Mia. Because I told y'all that Candiace is Wendy in this situation, and Monique is Mia in this situation. And you fought her thinking that everybody would be on your side, but you failed to realize that they didn't really even like you like that. Yeah, they might have been treating you well, but the moment they were able to get you out of the spot, they did that. But you put your hands on Candiace. Even if Candiace did say drag me, it wasn't even a serious like drag me right now, Monique. Fight me right now. It wasn't even given that type of energy. It was a playful, oh, you gonna drag me, Monique? Is that what you're gonna do? And then you proceeded to do that. A drink didn't hit your face. A glass didn't hit your face. None of those things happened. You decided to beat up on a 4'11", 5'1", 5'2" woman because you were going through things in your marriage and you thought it would make you look good in front of the green-eyed bandits because you were already planning with them to ice Candiace out anyway, but you overcalculated. That's what it was. You overcalculated. And then you kind of failed to realize that they didn't even really like you like that. So the moment that you're going to hit somebody was the moment that they can all get you out. And the fact that you still cannot admit the shit that you did is fucking ridiculous. It's fucking ridiculous. You are Mia in this situation because Mia did all of this. She disrespected Wendy, started a fight with Wendy, did all of this stuff to Wendy because she knows that Robin and Giselle don't like her. And see, you thought Robin and Giselle didn't like Candiace more than they didn't like you. But the thing is, they really didn't like your ass. They like Candiace more, but they also dislike her as well. And that's what got you. So in no way, shape, or form were you assaulted. In no way, shape, or form did you have to, quote unquote, defend yourself. Defend yourself from what? What the fuck did Candiace do that you needed to physically defend yourself? You started stroking her hair. You eased up, got close to her. You did all of this stuff. It was a whole table between you guys. Remember that? You reached over the table, yanked her up, and beat her in the head a couple of times. Then you went around running around the damn boring yard claiming that you're gonna kill her. All of that smoke, Monique, and I'm not even mad that you got physical though. It's not even just about that. It's not even about that. It's the fact that you sat here and laughed, wanted to plot with women who talked about your children, said that your child was not by your husband, and then you didn't give them an ass whooping. You decided to give it to Candiace instead, the woman who stood up for you. And all of those women were calling you alcoholics and said that you drove your car into a tree and you lost your baby because you were drinking too much alcohol. The women who said that you were kept. The women who said you didn't have anything going on, that you had a whack rapping career, all of this type of stuff. When Candiace came on this show, she stood up for you. She was on your side. She thought y'all was sisters just for you to do that bullshit. And the fact of the matter is now we're in 2022, 3 years later, and you still bringing this bullshit up, trying to get attention off of a show that you claim that you don't even give a fuck about. Claiming that you don't even care about. You remember you said you were calling it that show on Love and Marriage DC, but now you're continuously commenting on it. Because you truthfully didn't let it go. You truthfully probably didn't even want to get off the show. I truthfully believe that they fired you. or they gave you something that you didn't like, and you wasn't okay with the contract. And now you want to sit here and lie 3 years later, and you still cannot accept responsibility for your actions. And the funny thing about it is Candiace accepted responsibility for her actions in the fight. She says, I can understand my mouth can be a little bit reckless. But the funny thing about it is Candiace never once hit you with a low blow. She never talked about your family. She never even really talked about you like that. She never said anything about you like that. That was a low blow that really caused you to want to hit her. All she said was, I'm sleeve. Oh, and you want to drag me, Monique, and then you proceed to beat her ass. And everybody still claiming like, Candiace deserved it. I would have did that too. Y'all whack as fuck. Y'all whack as fuck, because when Wendy, not when Wendy, but when Robin's big manly ass came up in Monique's face, got in her face, asked her to fight, called her stupid and all of that other shit, she didn't want to fight Robin. She eased Robin back. She restrained Robin. She didn't want to fight Robin, but Candiace only has to say I'm sleeping. You want to beat her ass. Although Robin walked up on you like she was ready to fight, but you didn't want to fight. The New Jersey didn't come out then, but the New Jersey want to come out when you're fighting a 4'11" woman who's only probably 120 pounds soaking wet. And the thing about it is, you wouldn't even gotten iced out, Monique. You wouldn't even gotten iced out. Candiace already has stated that she would have forgave you, that she would have moved on from it if you did not do everything after the fight, making it seem that she assaulted you, making it seem that she threw a drink in your face, and then also not having any remorse. If you had just came into her and just say, girl, I apologize for putting my hands on you. I shouldn't have did that. And hopefully we can get through this. And, I really apologize. She would have forgiven you. I 100% believe that. And you would not have been iced out. But because you decided to be indignant in your falsehoods and your lies and fairy tales that you spun with the media, that's why you got iced out. Because Giselle and Robin can do whatever they wanted to. Giselle and Robin could have wanted to ice you out, but at the end of the day, those are just two people amongst the cast. But when you did that to Candiace and you would not accept responsibility, I would have not forgiven you either, and I would have iced you out. So now you have Candiace, Giselle, and Robin, half of the damn cast who don't fuck with you. But if you had to just apologize, been a real woman, and just said, you know what, my bad for beating your ass like that. I should have did that to Giselle. I shouldn't even did that to you. I apologize. Candiace would have given you another chance. But you're not sorry. And the crazy thing about it is, people keep on saying that they want you to come back to Real Housewives of Potomac simply to beat Candiace ass again, which means that they only want you back on the show just to exercise violence. So basically, they just want to see you fight somebody. That's what you've been amounted to. Because truth be told, if they really gave a fuck about watching anything that you got to do, they would have tuned in for Love and Marriage DC. But based on those motherfucking ratings being around 200,000, 300,000, I can't tell. And you don't even see that you're continuously perpetuating this over and over and over and over and over again. Monique, when are you going to move on? When are you going to do better? When are you going to accept responsibility and stop fucking lying? That's why I don't like Monique, because Monique is a fucking liar. Just like Mia. See, it's a lot of parallels between Mia and Monique. They're very similar personalities. Monique be lying her ass off too. But you want to know something, Monique? Karma came in real big, because now you beat this woman. Yeah, you might have gotten a low vibrational viewers, their support, everybody who ghetto ratchet as fuck and don't really have that much good sense, they down with you. Yeah. But you want to know, Candiace is still on the show. Not only that, but Candiace has now become a fan favorite. She should have been a fan favorite from the beginning, if you ask me. But because of you, that didn't happen immediately. But she should have been a fan. But now she's a fan favorite. She's touring all around the country in different countries. She just closed out her tour in the Bahamas. Went on a tour with Faith Evans, Monica, Mary J. Blige, and some more people. You know, she did that. Now she's in movies, TV shows, winning, while you're still here on a radio show with a nigga who got man breasts who you don't even want to touch at night. But you know, I respect Chris, because I feel like Chris deserves more, because what we saw based on your TV show, Love and Marriage DC, was that you don't even honor him anyway. You don't. You don't. But at the end of the day, karma has come, because now you sitting here in the cesspool of OWN Network, which has a very nasty homophobic fan base, which is why I stopped, you know, dealing with OWN Network shows like that, because I was getting called way too many F words. I was getting called way too many homophobic slurs. It was a little bit way too many queens and stuff like that. People were calling me because I was critiquing people that they liked, you know. And then you can't even crack 500 to 600,000 views on the TV show, but you the star. That was you apparently. You were never the star, Monique. You were a pretty face who irritated Giselle, and because of that, they liked you. But I wish you well. You know, I wish you well, Monique. No, don't nobody want to see you fail. I just want to see you be a real bitch and stop lying. That's it. After you do that, with like all of this could go away. This will continue to haunt you as long as you continue to lie, because it's going to continuously end up in debates among the fan base, and then continue to drag your name in this over and over again. But you like that because you want to continue to be attached to Real Housewives of Potomac, which makes me believe that you didn't want to leave. And then to add insult into injury, she said that she left the show because she didn't want to do reality television anymore, because she didn't want to do anything that was going to destroy her marriage. But now you're back on reality television. I thought you didn't want to do it. You can't hold the show on your own, Monique. Just like Amina said, you can't do that. You don't have that star power. You're a pretty woman. You're beautiful. Like I said on the Love and Marriage DC reviews, I kept on saying Monique is looking her best. This is the best Monique has ever looked. Like the way she's able to style her dreads, her eyes, her skin. It's just like she's glowing. But you don't have star quality. You don't, unfortunately. And that's okay. That's all right. But you don't have to continue to force it. You're not a victim. You're not at the center of this. And as much as you want to destroy Candiace, and as much as you want Candiace to look bad, the more you do this, the more better it makes her look. The more better it makes her look. And I want to reiterate, I know some of y'all are feeling that because what's going on, that Monique dealt with colorism, Monique dealt with featureism, Monique dealt with all of this stuff. But you want to know what was so funny, y'all? What y'all all failed to realize is that Monique on the stage, when Wendy and Candiace brought up that there's colorism amongst the show, Monique with the rest of the light-skinned women on the cast, you know, the light-skinned women who were talking about her children, said that there was no colorism, that she's just as dark as anybody else. She hasn't been discriminated against. She didn't they didn't do any of that. So you even said that you weren't a victim of colorism. You said that. But you only said it because it would have validated everything that Candiace said about why she's being held to a different standard. But you didn't want that. You didn't want Candiace to be validated. So in order to invalidate Candiace's experience as another dark-skinned Black woman, you said colorism didn't exist just for you to get off of the show and now try to claim that you are a victim of colorism like Wendy is, that no matter what you did, it would have been villainized. Fuck you, Monique. Fuck you, Monique, because at the end of the day, you don't get to pick and choose and use and weaponize your skin tone to try to fit a narrative that you want to perpetuate. That's a lie. This woman really got hit, really got abused, really got demeaned, mentally was assaulted by these light-skinned manly bitches on this show. And now you want to pop up out of the shadows of OWN Network and try to claim that you can relate to Wendy. You're not Wendy in this situation. You are Mia. Because as bad as Giselle and Robin treated you, as tacky as they treated you, You wanted to be their friend. You invited these hoes over for cocktails when they talked about your child. But you want to beat Candiace ass for just saying drag me, Monique. Claiming that you cheated on your husband. But you don't want to beat their ass. You want to beat Candiace's ass. The woman who never talked about your family, the woman who never talked about what you got going on in your marriage, even after y'all got into it. She still didn't drag your marriage, still didn't violate you like she probably could have. And Candiace still to this day has not violated you like she really could, and like she has to other people on the cast. She's violated Mia, she's violated Giselle, she's even violated Robin and Ashley. But she's never done that to you or Karen. Because even after y'all fell out, even when she fell out with you and Karen, Candiace is a loyal, honest bitch. So that means that even though she may not fuck with y'all no more, she ain't gonna spray your personal business because she felt that you were a friend at one point. She cared about you at one point. She ain't like that. But you want to know what you did, Monique? You decided to allude to rumors about her cheating on her husband in your little messy ass book chapter that you did on your YouTube channel. Candiace still didn't violate you yet. She even wrote a statement on your behalf against Gigi so Gigi can have a gag order so she can't perpetuate that you cheated on your husband. But that still wasn't good enough for you. Monique, listen. You're going to have to take a real strong look in the mirror, sis. You have a lot of potential. You have the potential to be very likable. Because the first season I liked you. The season after that is when I started to decrease my like towards you. But you have a lot of potential to be likable. All you gotta do is just be a real bitch. All you gotta do is just be honest. That's it. Be honest and understand that you don't have to force it. As long as you being yourself, people are gonna gravitate to you. People like authenticity. And because you fought Candiace, that made you look authentic because, based on what a lot of people like myself come from, fighting is something that real bitches do. So it made you appear like you were a real bitch, but you're not because you're a liar. And you were manipulative because you were able to manipulate a whole fan base to be on your side, even though you dead ass wrong and you are. The fact that you even cried to your pastor and said that you were wrong, and after the fan base was, the fan base was manipulated to, believe all of this bullshit, that's when you started to change up your story and say Candiace deserved it. You did a song about it. You did all of this stuff, but you was just crying to your motherfucking pastor about how you was wrong, how you shouldn't have put your hands on her. And then the pastor was able to see right through you. He said you wanted to be liked. When you walking around this earth, you're like a little woman. You're like a little girl, that little girl who never fit in. So when you saw Candiace, a woman who you felt was beneath you, that you felt was your little sister, getting in close to the green-eyed bandits who you've been trying to be friends with the whole time. And not only that, but they were laughing at you in support of Candiace, that triggered you. And that is what made you want to fight. That is the truth. That's what made you want to fight. Also, y'all, real quick, Ebony M has a channel, y'all. I found it last night. Give me a second. I'm about to pull it up. She has a channel that she did last night, and this is making me think about it because we're talking about Monique and Monique's dreadlocks and how fabulous her natural hair is. And she did this video last night talking about her natural hair, how to embrace it and all of these other different things like that. And I shared it on my social media page. So I'm about to share my screen real quick so y'all can see it. Okay. Give me 1 second. Because some of y'all hoes need to learn how to embrace yourselves. Okay, it's okay. Y'all hoes lucky y'all got hair. See, I'm bald headed. I can't embrace shit. See, I wish I had hair to embrace. I ain't got that. See, when my man rub my head, all he feel is scalp. But y'all got hair, so embrace it, sis. Embrace it and learn to love them tresses. That gravity defying hair that y'all got. See, this is a video right here. It's called Black Hair Unlearning Standards and Habits. Show, style, and I forgot to subscribe. My bad. Show, style, and spirit. Okay. Let me like it too. All right, y'all. So let me get back. I'm about to drop. I'll drop the link so y'all can watch that video in the comment section. Those of y'all who care about y'all natural hair and want to learn more, because just because we all got our own natural hair don't mean we all know how to use it, know how to take care of it, right? It took me a long time to learn how to take care of my beard. Okay, it took me a long time, baby. This beard used to be shaggy. Okay, but let me get back to the topic. Like I said, Monique, at the end of the day, just accept the truth and move on from this situation. You have a whole show that could really be something. That could really be something. You no longer have to be a clout chaser. You have the clout. People like you for whatever reason that may be. I may not like you, but it's people that like you, so you don't have to clout chase. You don't have to try to latch on to who's ever more popular, who you think got more power. That is what continuously puts you in the predicament that you're in. It makes you make terrible decisions that you're afraid to face. Be real, okay? And just let God be God and do whatever he needs to do. All right, y'all. I love everybody. All right. And I hope y'all have a beautiful, beautiful rest of y'all day. Make sure y'all like, share, and subscribe to this video. And I'll be back at around 12 p.m. to talk about the transgender who now has turned into a Trump supporter. Okay. Like I'm talking about Nikita Dragon, the trans woman who was sent to the male jail and she was complaining about it, but somehow she wants to support Trump. Like if Trump wasn't in office, that bitch wouldn't be in the male prison. But if you want to support, white supremacists and Republican and racist views and Republican views, we can all treat you like the man that you used to be, Nikita, if that's what you really want. But I'm gonna hold off on dragging you for the next video. All right. But I love everybody. I gotta go. I just got back home from my man house. The mac and cheese was a hit. Ain't none really left. I was only able to take a small portion home, with me. But thank y'all so much for supporting my channel, and I hope y'all really like the content. And thank y'all again. I'm real grateful for everybody. I hope y'all had a beautiful Thanksgiving. I know Thanksgiving can be a little bit rough for some people. It was really rough for me, but I'm happy that I was supported, through the rough times. But I just want y'all to know, if y'all don't have anybody who ever told y'all this, y'all matter. You guys are loved, and I love you. Okay. I'm giving y'all a big hug. All right. Okay, you felt that? I know I did. All right, y'all. I gotta go. I'm about to get in this bed and chill for a minute so I can watch some TV. All right. Peace. Wait, hold on. I ain't ready yet. Okay. Peace.